The story in Mortal Kombat has really fell off in recent years, unfortunately. There's been a lot of good opportunities and stories that could have been great, but NetherRealm decided to set them up, but not go through with any of it. Some of these were just in character endings, some set up in the story, and others implied within the story. Today, we will be going over the top 5 wasted opportunities of Mortal Kombat. This is a lore video, so no gameplay related things. Before we get started, make sure you're subscribed and follow me on Twitter. If you have any video suggestions you'd like to see me cover, make sure to write a comment down below if for some reason you want me to do more of these videos. Without further ado, let's get into it. Dark Raiden and the Revenants. This is the obvious one to talk about when discussing this subject. The ending of Mortal Kombat X was very clearly setting up that Raiden would be at war with the NetherRealm, now ruled by Dark Emperor Liu Kang and Dark Empress Kitana. And how did they go through with this? By killing off Raiden at the beginning of Mortal Kombat 11 and replacing him as the villain with some weird chemotherapy patient, and the Revenants just became mindless jobbers. Do you know how good it could have been that Dark Raiden would be against the Revenants, old allies against each other, and Liu Kang maybe being restored as the hero by the end, or the darker ending where he could be killed by Dark Raiden, his old master. The 25 years in the lore that was leading up to it went nowhere, and I do like what Fourth Snake suggested in one of his videos. He suggested that every person killed, whether it be a hero or a villain, would come back as a Revenant, and they were doing this not to build an army to oppose Raiden or anything, but to trigger Armageddon. Armageddon originally happened because there were too many powerful warriors and it was tearing up the fabric of the realms. Honestly, it's a very interesting idea that I would have loved to see. The Tournament. Multiple character endings in Mortal Kombat X suggested the next game could have been about the tournament, with Earthrealm being the aggressors this time. Raiden decided that defending Earthrealm wasn't working and that he should confront their threats head-on. Fighting for Earthrealm were Scorpion and the Shirai Ryu as a way to repent for killing Quan Chi and, in doing so, dooming the Revenants. Fighting for Outworld were, of course, Kotal Khan, Reptile, Ermac, and all the other characters on Kotal's side seen in the tournament, along with Bo' Rai Cho. The reason Bo' Rai Cho was fighting for Outworld instead of with his friend Raiden was because he believed that Raiden wasn't doing what was right and was the villain in the situation. And anyways, in his Deadly Alliance bio, it says that you have to fight for the realm you originate from, and you can't fight for any other realm no matter what. Before Mortal Kombat 11 was announced, I thought this would be the plot of it, and I was really looking forward to it, but unfortunately this wasn't the case. It's a great way of showing how much Raiden changes and, of course, how the roles reverse. The only problem I see with this is there's no mention of the Revenants, but I'm sure they could have done both of them somehow. Noob Saibot's return. As we all know, Noob Saibot was seemingly killed by Nightwolf after being kicked into the Solnado. It was pretty much confirmed that this did kill Noob Saibot because the noob seen in Mortal Kombat 11 is from the Mortal Kombat 9 story. Wasted potential I see in this is an idea brought up by Brusque Poet years ago, so props to him. It goes like this. In the original timeline, when Scorpion was kicked into the Solnado, he was saved by the Elder Gods and was turned into their champion so that they could stop Onaga from reviving the One Being. I'll read out his deception bio here. In my haste to confront my nemesis Quan Chi, I was ambushed by 2 Oni and cast into a powerful Solnado. I would surely have been torn apart by the souls trapped there had I not been able to escape into the void. It was there that I first set eyes on the fabled Elder Gods. I would forever be changed by this encounter. His alt bio says, while in the void, I witnessed, along with the Elder Gods, the death of Raiden and the re-emergence of the Dragon King. Suddenly, aware of my presence, the Elder Gods transformed me into their servant and gave me a new purpose: to prevent the Dragon King from merging the realms. They could have given Scorpion's original timeline story to Noob. Maybe he escaped to the void and was just stuck there for years and was driven insane. But when Kronika in Mortal Kombat 11 appears, the Elder Gods choose Noob as their champion to stop her. Maybe he could have been revived as a Noob Saibot Sub-Zero hybrid. The one problem I have with this is that human Nightwolf, Fujin, and Shang Tsung were trapped in the void too, which was confirmed in Aftermath. Reptile's story. Pretty much all of Reptile's endings are just him finding a way to revive his race, or literally him fucking dying.
Deal? I am not a god of my word, Reptile. All deals are off!
These endings never go anywhere, and with Reptile not showing up in Mortal Kombat 11's main story, they could have explained in Aftermath maybe the reason he was gone is because he was trying to find a way to revive his race. Maybe Shang Tsung could have been reviving the Saurians so he could put them in slavery like in that one chameleon theory that I covered. Also, they could have brought up Chameleon and what he's doing and whether or not he knows about Reptile's existence, because according to the Mortal Kombat X intro dialogues, Reptile knows of Chameleon. Again, intro dialogues aren't always the most accurate. Maybe the female Chameleon is searching for Reptile so that they can revive their race, which is something I and many other people have wanted to see. Reptile is in my top 15 favorite characters, and I don't like seeing him as a jobber, which he has unfortunately been portrayed as for a long time along with Baraka. The Mystery Woman in Jade's ending. I think we all know about this one, and I don't even know if I have to explain this, but I will anyways. In Jade's Mortal Kombat 9 ending, she's confronted by a mystery woman who, for a long time, we had no idea who she was. After this, Jade disappeared in Mortal Kombat X, obviously, and left many of us assuming something big was coming for her character. And nothing came of it. Many people assumed the mystery woman was Kronika, but now we know that it was literally just Jade's mother after it was confirmed by one of the writers on Twitter. In Mortal Kombat 11, Jade's kind of boring in my opinion, and not to say she's a bad character by any means, but they were clearly setting up something big was coming to her character, and maybe the entire Mortal Kombat story. And I don't think it was explained why she was gone in Mortal Kombat X. I heard somewhere it was that she was just on a mission somewhere, but that wouldn't explain where she was for a full 25 years. Jade is my favorite female character, tied with Melina, and it was disappointing to me. Honestly, I would really like to see a spin-off game explaining what she was doing during those 25 years, and like an idiot, I didn't bring this up when I made a video about spin-offs. I'm thinking of making a video about what Jade could have been doing and what a spin-off game about her would have been about, so look out for that sometime in the future. And so that's about it. I hope this video doesn't come across as me being ungrateful or an attack of some kind on the writers. That is not my intention at all when making this video. Please like and subscribe and follow me on Twitter. It helps this channel way more than you would imagine. Please like and subscribe and follow me on Twitter. It helps this channel way more than you would imagine. If you have any video suggestions you'd like to see me cover, then write a comment down below. Thank you all so much for watching this video, and I will talk to you all later. Thank you.